Your razor doesn't need another finishing stone. What it does need is a proper bevel. What you're watching right now is me shaving with a razor that has only its bevel set. No finishing stones, no extra refinement, just a properly sharpened edge that proves what's possible when the foundation is done right. If your bevel isn't set, nothing else matters. No amount of stropping, polishing, or finishing will fix a weak foundation. Remember, a sharp razor starts at the beginning, not at the end. So stop chasing finishers. Chase function instead. The finishing stone should be the shortest part of the honing process. If the work is done right in the lower levels, then refining an already good edge becomes quite fast. Most of your time should be spent on the core stones, establishing that solid edge. A finishing stone will not save an improperly set edge, no matter how high the grit number. An edge that isn't properly sharpened at the lowest level will never perform well at the highest. There's no shortcut around good foundational work. So when in doubt, always remember this. Sharpness first, then keenness. That's the order. Keenness is the refinement of a sharp edge, not the replacement of it. If your edge isn't performing well at the bevel set stage, adding refinement may not address the real problem. Ensuring a strong foundation first will make the later stages much easier. You can't run if you can't walk, so focus on achieving functional sharpness first and then fine-tune later. And something that I always try to focus on is to maximize the bevel set before moving on. My job is to get the most out of the bevel set before thinking about refining. If you move on too soon, you're carrying mistakes forward. Before you even think about polishing, ask yourself this: have you truly maximized what your bevel set can do? Have you ensured that the edge is fully apexed and shaving hair efficiently? Every stage builds on the last, so if you don't get most of your bevel, no finisher in the world will save your edge. After watching this video, ask yourself, could you get a shave like this with your bevel setter? If not, then are you really pushing your stones to their fullest potential? Make sure you're extracting everything you can get out of this stage before progressing, because every shortcut taken early will show up in the final result. And don't forget, your shaving technique matters just as much as your edge. A well-honed razor in the wrong hands won't give a great shave. If you're struggling with irritation, don't assume the problem is your edge. Look at your angle, pressure, and prep. A more refined edge won't fix poor technique. Most of the time, people obsess over getting the sharpest possible edge, but never really take time to improve their actual shaving technique. The angle at which you hold the razor, the way you stretch your skin, and how much pressure you use all make a bigger difference than most realize. A mid-level edge in the hands of a skilled shaver will always outperform a perfectly honed razor in the hands of someone with poor technique. Instead of constantly chasing that higher grit, focus on refining your strokes, improving your beard prep, and understanding how different edges interact with your skin. Master your fundamentals, and your results will improve dramatically. And bevel setting and proper prep work go hand in hand. At the same time, a good edge can only perform as well as the conditions you give it. Having a well-hydrated beard, using proper lather, and maintaining the right shaving technique can drastically improve your results. A high-quality straight razor shaving soap plays a crucial role in this. The right soap enhances slickness and cushion, making the shave smoother and reducing irritation. And if you're wondering how to check how well your soap truly performs, I recommend trying it without glycerin or pre-shave oils, like I'm doing in this video. A good soap should stand on its own, providing enough glide and protection without that extra help. And I've been really enjoying a very wet and slick lather, but some soaps can be both slick and wet while still holding that structure to them. Finding the right balance that works for your technique and skin is key. If your lather is too thick or too dry, it can cause drag, making even the best edge feel rough. So, dialing in your lather is just as important as honing your razor properly. It's all about maximizing what you have to get the best possible results. And that's it. Common sense honing will take you further than any debate over grit ratings or microscopic polish. If your edge is sharp and comfortable, that's all that matters. Your razor doesn't need magic, it needs a good bevel.